in the real world. That guy right there, he can't save you in the real world. Just so you know.
What does that mean?
I don't have to elaborate.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to Real Talk. Thank you very much for coming on board once more. Well, we got a couple of guests over here in the office, actually. What is Session Studio? Hurst? You want to start it over again? Okay. Well, we have a couple of great people in the...
What's up?
A couple of great people in the studio. And Gerald
behind the camera.
Gerald behind the camera, man, holding it down. How you doing, Gerald?
Doing good.
All right. Well, welcome, audience. Welcome to Real Talk.
What is this? Are we on? What are we on?
We're not on anything yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to put you guys on the map. That's what we're gonna do.
And on the spot at the same time.
This is gonna be the most watched podcast ever.
Speaking it into existence.
Exactly. Ever. That's how you do it. You speak it. Well, welcome, audience. We have a couple of good guests tonight, and my friend Jerry T-RYDE.
T-RYDE, yeah.
T-RYDE.
Yeah.
He's a producer, rapper. Also, he's an artist. Also, he's an entrepreneur. He just started his screen printing factory recently. And we have all the way from Arizona, Mr. DJ P in the house.
You already know what it is, man. I'll just be going state to state, and that's how it be.
So where are you actually from?
I'm from here, though. You know, Fort Worth, always. I represent it every time I go on stage, too, in Arizona, just to let y'all know. I say 817 every time I DJ and everything, so I represent.
They probably don't like you.
I don't care if people like me. You can hate me. All you gotta do is follow me, though, at P the Poet, a.k.a. DJ P, on stuff, you know.
Hey, y'all want to put your stuff out real quick? YouTube and Spotify?
Yeah, so... the best way to do it is just look up T-RYDE on anything. And
it's on my shirt, y'all.
Yeah, there you go. T-RYDE. But the YouTube channel is FILMZ Music. So it's FREEMINDZMUZIK. It's spelled funny.
We got some special things coming your way. Mr. DJ.
What's
DJ
up?
P. So you want to put your stuff out there too, real quick?
Yeah, all you gotta do is find me on Instagram, like I said, P the Poet, aka DJ P, and then on YouTube, all you gotta search is P the Poet. It's spelled how it sounds, P the Poet.
And my name is Obie. Obie Trice, real name, no gimmicks. a.k.a. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yup.
The Master. General, Captain, whatever you want to call me. With Real Talk here. Usually we have a bunch of little segments. We're going to freestyle this evening. Talk about a lot of, different stuff, man. It's just freestyle, so it's open mic, so okay, y'all you can take over too.
Well,
Jerry?
I want to hear some of the stuff you brought.
Okay.
I'm very interested in what you had planned.
Well, the first thing I brought is, remember who you are. Always stay in your own corner. Okay, because a lot of time people are not going to be in your corner, man. You got to stay in your own corner. You got to be humble. You got to stay steady. You got to persevere.
Felt that.
Name of the show is Persevere. So, you got to, if you have a dream, you got to follow it. It's such a worn down quote. People say it all the time. But a lot of people don't do it, So I do have a lot of stuff, Jerry. Okay. You ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's
so,
go.
Went to I do notaries.
Notary like notary public.
Notary public,
You do?
Okay. I do. I do a lot of stuff.
Do you have to have a license to do that?
It's pretty easy to get it as long as you can apply and you can get the license. Costs about $300 to get a notary license.
Is that So do you use that as a real estate agent, or is that like a side hustle? Or
It's a
something?
side hustle.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So a couple of things comes with Notary Republic, being a Notary Republic. Being pandemic, it's pretty demanding right now.
Oh, is it?
It's very demanding because people are not going to banks to actually go notarize. They want a mobile notary.
Oh, so they can call you and you pull up at their house and.
I pull up at a lot of places, hospitals. Like this last Saturday, I had a lady that she was actually giving away her baby because she couldn't keep up with it. So it was an adoption power of attorney.
Oh, wow.
So things like that I encounter, like, wills, power of attorneys, people there. I did a power of attorney for 89-year-old woman that I had to watch from window, and she had to wave, and they had to go inside and sign the paperwork and let her sister be the guardian because she was on her last, thing, So, but I had to send, outside the facility and notarize, and you have to be really courteous at that moment,
So, I've only had a couple things notarized, but I remember there being a stamp involved. Is there?
There is a stamp. You gotta have.
So do you have a stamp? Is this a special stamp? Like,
Yeah,
that
it's,
only
it's,
certain people can get
it's
their hands
issued,
on it?
It's issued by state of Texas, and yes,
And
it is.
each stamp, like, does each notary have their own stamp
No,
to
it's-
know? So
it's-
it's all the same stamp.
It's standard stamp, but
Right.
your license number is on there.
Oh, so if somebody got a hold of it, they'd know it was yours that they had.
Yeah, funny story about that.
Oh wow.
When I first got it, it got delivered to a wrong place, and those folks wouldn't give it back. And
Really?
I had a panic attack because you can notarize anything.
They knew what it was and wouldn't give it back.
Yeah, they knew what it was, and they wouldn't give back. I wouldn't name names, but they wouldn't give back. Whatever it is, the problem was, they had an issue with me. They didn't wanted to give me the notary, and I was like, man, I'll pay you $200, $300, $400. Because at the end,
Couldn't you have brought the law into the situation?
I did.
Okay.
I did report it. I reported to state of Texas, and I actually called the
Well,
officer.
you had to. I mean,
I
I'm
have
sure
to
you
for
wouldn't
my
want
record,
to want to
especially-
take all the heat of everything that could have
Especially,
happened with that.
Especially, I'm from Pakistan.
Yeah,
You don't want to get in.
They would have grilled you.
Yeah. So, but thankfully, after weeks of convincing that person, I was able to
So
get it back.
what was the reason for not wanting to give it to you? Did they know you?
They knew me,
So it's supposed to be. A
and
neighbor
it
or
was a
something.
personal issue.
Oh, okay. So it must have been a neighbor.
It was closer than that. It was
wow.
one of my family members.
Neighbors suck.
You
know
know.
what I'm saying?
So back to what I was saying. You gotta stay in your corner because a lot of times your family and your friends won't be in your corner.
Oh wow.
So you gotta pursue your dream. You can't stop. You gotta keep moving on and on and on and on until you can't move on. And I posted a quote from Martin Luther King: "If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't crawl, drag yourself." I'm probably not quoting it. Let me actually pull it up and quote it while Jerry's, what's your next number that is coming out? Jerry, I know you rap, right?
My number? Oh, you're talking like the next
Your
song.
next song.
Okay, yeah, I haven't heard anybody refer to it as a number.
Well,
like since I love Lose Me. Enrique Ricardo, next number.
So I'm pretty old, y'all. I'm 39.
So-
I am turning 40 years old.
I've actually released quite a bit of music this year, so I like actually releasing music at the beginning of the year. The main reason, because we release almost everything digitally nowadays. I mean, you make CDs, but people aren't really gonna buy them. Think about it. When was the last time you listened to a CD at all?
I started with the Walkman, bro.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like most people, especially I was a CD listener, but the times got to me, and I went with the trend too, and I don't listen to CDs anymore. I listen.
It's all streaming.
Exactly,
now.
and it's
Everything
it's
is
easier.
streaming.
It's easier.
Yeah.
So my my plan of execution when it comes to music, like I like to release music all year, but once it starts getting November, December. I like to try to halt it because if I just wait till January and release it, for at least 6 months, it sounds good because every time they look at the date it was released, it doesn't say a date, it just says the year it was released. So, you know what I'm saying? If we just wait to release it till January 2021, all year it says 2021, they're like, oh, it's a new song.
I never thought about that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But if I wait until December, even though they might play it in January, it'll say 2020. They don't know when 2020 is. It's like, oh, it's a song is a whole year old. Even though it was last week when I released it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I don't remember where I learned that. I learned that somewhere. And
well, we all learned it today at this podcast.
yeah, so
Real talk.
so I keep that in mind when I'm releasing. So there is some stuff that I want to release that I have put up, but I haven't decided whether I'm gonna release it or not. We got a music video we already shot. And we're in the editing process of it, but I haven't decided whether it's already December almost, so I'm thinking we might just hold it off.
We gotta teach our audience a little bit. You don't have to give all of your secrets, but we gotta as we
be sold.
As we go along, you gotta there's new artists out there. We're gonna talk about it. But back to what I was saying about a quote. So it's Martin Luther King, MLK's quote: "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward."
Get your ass out there and do it.
You gotta do it, man.
Whatever it is.
Gotta do it. I was butchering that whole thing, but
Nah, that's good.
Thanks for saving me.
I think the point was there. Yeah.
DJ,
What's up?
what's going on, man?
Just living, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's Thanksgiving week, or near Thanksgiving anyway, so just ready to see family, ready to eat a lot.
Happy Thanksgiving to all our audience out there.
Happy Thanksgiving. Like, it's about to be great. I'm ready to eat a lot. I'm like, man, I get back to Texas and I'm already getting fed a lot. Like, I went home to my mom's and she's like, yeah, here's breakfast, oh, here's lunch, oh, here's dinner. I was like, dang.
You make it sound like you're starving or something.
So
no, I just don't, like, I don't
Are you not eating
all my meals.
Are they taking care of you?
I take care of myself, and
Who hurt you?
No, I'm just saying, like it's just nice to come home and like eat, like mom's food, and you know what I'm saying, like see family, see brothers and sisters, and just enjoy it.
Always.
So did you move for like a job out there?
I just moved, like I honestly moved for music. Also, like music scene out there is just like a lot more support.
Okay.
In my opinion, like I have a DJ gig every Friday at in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
At open mic, and then just the scene's a little bit better. Sadly, a club closed though because they were having shows and then they weren't following the guidelines of the CDC, so they got shut down.
Oh damn.
But you if you follow the guidelines, you can stay open. Like we've had people come to the club where I work now, and everybody has the mask on and everything's kosher.
Yeah, we played a show Friday night. Was it Friday? We played a
Is
show.
that what I FaceTime?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we was actually at the show Friday, and they actually lost their liquor license over this COVID, over continuing to open after they weren't supposed to. I don't know all the details to it, but they did. That is why they lost it. I don't know exactly specifics, but they lost it for.
I'm just ready for the vaccine to come out, so people can take it and I can wash them.
Greg Abbott said he wasn't actually going to issue any more
shutdowns
or anything.
in Texas.
He said he's just going to leave it to the counties to decide.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, we're getting close to COVID-19 to be ended, hopefully next year and next couple of months for all sake, for economy sake and life and, family and everything else, because everybody's income is depending on it. Oh, yeah. We're going into 2021 in about 40 days.
Real soon, yeah.
So
it's sad because there are lots of bars that have had to close. I think they took the biggest impact because most bars can't open at all unless they served food.
Yep.
Gotta be smarter, man. Gotta be smarter. Follow the guidelines and follow the rules. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about, on the show. So I just got my notary license not that long ago, by the way.
Oh, so this whole
this
whole
just
incident with
the
whoever it
COVID.
was.
Yeah, so
this is last week or something.
No, it's about 2 months old or 2.5 months old, but something like that. It's pretty recent.
Now I'm thinking you got this thing years ago or something.
Yeah.
No. I
got
just
too.
recently got it. So,
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff you can do with it, man. I'm just learning a lot of documents. Just like going out there doing like, power of attorneys, wills, and different like student
court papers,
court
signatures.
papers, everything, and I'm like, okay, so there was one that I did on Sunday. That was like minority authorization or minority certification to get government contracts. So you have to get this minority certification to say I am a black person, brown person, Asian person. I'm not white person. I'm a minority in this country, for whatever And don't get me wrong, minorities a lot of different ways, but those are the ones they have a threshold for government contracts. So you file that in order to get contracts, government contracts, like as far as like landscaping around the highways.
Right.
Is that mine?
No, that's me.
I thought I woke up like 12 hours ago. It sounds exactly the same. Damn it.
Well, I heard it through the headphones, so I thought it was yours. I was like,
So government contracts. Government contracts is like, you can get landscaping contract or, cleaning contract, environmental contract.
Right.
Not just military, because whenever people think about government contract, it's not just one contract. You get rehab contracts from HUD. So, HUD is Urban Housing Authority.
okay.
So that's where they actually, the houses are getting foreclosed. They're going back to the Fannie and Freddie Mac. They go in there and hire different contractors to rehab those properties. A lot of Section 8 housings, if they're government run, they're gonna have contractors for that. A lot of homeless shelters have government contracts. A lot of city stuff is government contract. Recreation sites like, softball fields, parks and stuff like that,
Right.
So that comes to like waste management and everything else. So in order to get that contract, and if you're a minority, you have to file this minority certification. And you can find that at, I'm sure, texas.gov. You can go there and you have to notarize that. And that's how I found out about it this last Sunday. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. So they can actually apply for those contracts. And they have, technically, they have a threshold they have to fulfill, by law. Like, whatever, 12%, 30, I could be wrong, don't quote me, I have to do some research on that. But there is a threshold they have to fulfill in order to, keep everything even, Steven, So there's a lot of stuff goes around with notaries and knowing that, like, I was like, man, I'm young, like, I'm like 39. I don't care, like, if I don't have a will or power of attorney. But, now that I'm doing all these, and I've seen a lot of stuff in past 2 months, I'm thinking about I should do my wills and I should do my power of attorney for my kids.
You have to have a will notarized?
You have to have 2 witnesses and you have to notarize it.
So you don't actually have to have a lawyer?
No, you can go to LegalZoom
Right.
and print that. You're going to have 2 people as witness, so you're going to have your...
Plus the notary.
Plus the notary. And then you can just go ahead and do it. And you can do a different form of your will,
So where do you file the will to where they know?
You don't file it. You just keep it. It's a record between you and your family. Now, if you have a legal counsel, legal counsel mean like just in a layman's term, is if you have a family attorney,
Right.
you can actually go ahead and send it to him, or you can have it in your safety deposit box.
Okay.
You don't even have to give it to your attorney. Just go get a safety deposit box, and that's gonna be under your name. Because in Texas, it's probate state. So when it goes to probate, all the assets will pull. So they will show. It'll come out in safety deposit box.
Right. So
And then
they'll find it.
They'll find it.
Yeah.
So if you don't need to
I always wondered about that.
if you don't want to disclose all your, your stuff, you can give it to your legal counsel, or you can actually, which is your attorney, or you can actually go ahead and put it in a safety deposit box where they can actually find it when you're gone.
I didn't know that.
So, certain things you have to do, guys, because as we grow, as we move along, and we're all entrepreneurs out there. This is a show about entrepreneurs. This is a show about everyday life. This is a show about, artists, young generation, old generation. It's just a mixture of everything. But, I'm here to educate everybody, and I'm here to bring you guys value. If you're listening to this podcast, if you're following me, please go ahead and subscribe. By the way, if you're actually on YouTube watching this, there's a subscribe button on your left side here. Just go ahead and press that and hit the bell button so you can get notifications every time we upload a video. It's going to be pretty constant, like pretty much every month we're going to release like 4 or 5 podcasts. That's the capacity I'm working with. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff goes on with the notary. I mean, there's a whole aspects of real estate that I can go over, and it's pretty boring. So let's talk about rep. We'll talk about notaries, and we'll talk about real estate as we go along. But I want to.
So what do you want to know?
So just if there is a new artist, there's a kid that wants to start in this game, and what would be your top 3 advice? You don't even have to tell them how to do things, and with your experience and everything, what would be start from 3, 2, 1. So what would be your third advice? What would be your second advice, and what would be your top advice?
My third advice, I guess, would be to pay attention to everything. That could go a lot of ways. Just pay attention to everything. Don't hate on other people's music. New artists come in and they tend to just think they're better than everybody. And I was the same way when I came in. I was thought that I was better than everybody, and didn't take any advice from people and didn't want to hear anything. And it's I didn't feel like things started to change for me until I humbled myself and started learning from everybody instead of just writing everybody off as I don't care about him or whatever, and just started paying attention to everybody, and even people, musicians that put out music that I don't really care for. I'll watch they blow up for a reason. Something happened, so I'll start paying attention to what's actually going on and learning things. And I feel like being an engineer, I work with a lot of real fresh artists, and that's something they don't pay attention to. They just don't pay attention. They don't see what's going on. They kind of get this small idea how they're supposed to do things, and they just come in and they try to do that for months and months and months without trying to.
So summarizing, and just put it in short form, when you coming into the game, you need to learn.
Yes. Pay attention and learn.
You got to learn. You got to learn from your old artists. You got to learn from what they do, and learn and be humble about it. All right, what's the second one?
My second one would be don't wait. Don't keep telling yourself I'll wait until I can buy beats, or I got money, or I got studio time to record. Just write the music and start putting it out. I wouldn't waste any time contemplating whether you should do this or do that. Just do it. Just whatever you can, whatever is possible. I know some people don't have money. They don't have money for studio time, whatever. If you don't have money for studio time, first off, get you some money for studio time. But do something while you're doing it right. Lots of people come in all the time, and I think they think just paying for studio time is going to do it for them. They come in, they don't even have a song prepared. And I'm that's super strange to me. But,
I've never been to the studio.
Yeah, it's super strange, but be prepared. Just prepare yourself and work, and don't wait. Just keep it going, just whatever it is. Because the game ain't waiting for you at all. You know what I'm saying? So you don't wait for the game. You just got to get out there and take.
So you just got to be proactive. That would
proactive. Take what you want. Yeah, the best thing you can. And then number 1 is mindset. And probably in the most important form of mindset would be that it's a long game. There's some people that blow up really quick. But that is, if you count how many rappers there are and then count how many there are that blew up quick, there's a very, 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 very small percentage of people that actually blow up fast. So it's, for most artists, it's a long game, and it should be. There's a weird thing. So most people know, like, whenever I came and started rapping and got into rap, it was about 10 years ago, and like the mindset was you got to work hard and do it to get there. Like that was the mindset. Everybody knew you had to get in, you had to work hard to do it. But now the mindset is these kids have is barely try and make it. Like they literally think that's a thing. Like they think if you barely try and don't make it, you're just not meant for it, which is a weird thing because it's just a skill like any other skill. The more time you give it, the better you're gonna get.
Okay, well, that's great advice, man. You know, a lot of people are gonna benefit from it. You know, because they're out there. A lot of kids are out there. They're pursuing their dream about, you know, like pursuing the music and music industry. I'm sure there's like a business aspect for it, and then we can talk about that. You know, because as you all know, Jerry. By the way, Jerry's our producer. Engineer, producer, the man behind the show, just so everybody knows. So Jerry's gonna be popping on and on. He's gonna be always here, and you know we're gonna learn as we go and grow with him. You know, as he grows. You know.
Yes, sir.
Mr. DJ, you haven't said anything, man.
Are
you just embracing everything?
I'm just.
You just
chilling,
learning
you know
everything?
I'm just
You
chilling,
want to get
but
to
like
them after a small break?
you know.
Yeah. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a small break. And while you're actually, we're on a small break, we're gonna put Jerry's T-RYDE. T-RYDE's newest single. You know, just a sneak peek for it, so you guys can actually listen to it and his beats and stuff. Little check it out. Check it out.
She ride when I'm ready, roll when I'm ready. I'm up in the guts and that feel like spaghetti. Back of the Chevy, my pack's hitting heavy. She been down the slide, so I call her my baby. Feeling the vibe, still in the sky with the strap and the ride. It's in the name, so you bet she gon' bang. Don't fuck with lame, so it's back where y'all came. Baby need money, so she get that money, don't need nothing from me. She say that I'm funny, I called her up, so she say that she coming. I gotta work, so I'm gone in the morning, then I'm back again. Baby, drop your pants, I can fuck a friend, she don't trip. I just met her pants on the trip, you know we blaring in the whip. Why y'all caring about my bitch? Y'all weren't there when I was broke, she was there when I was cold. But I'm never gonna fold, gotta balance out the load, so we gonna hit the road. Yeah, we got it in our soul, be the mind, be the goal. Leave behind on this road a little love, cause it'll pass. She never asked, just count the cash in all black. And that booty fat, baby girl, that booty fat. And this'll take some time, so I told her to relax. Yeah.
Why would you want me? I've been so lonely. I don't mean anything to anyone but you. Why would you want me? I've been so lonely. I don't mean anything to anyone but you. When others lied, you were down the ride, got an eye on the ride to make a ride. When the diamond was the size of the ring that survived, baby, I ain't going nowhere unless you sticking by my side. Been some hard days, but you always tried to holding on to me, making sure my heart's straight. Yeah, I got paid, but it all fades when I'm looking at you, baby. You just made me not think, and I can't imagine life without you. I gotta have you, shawty, I'm not no bachelor. Forget about all the bitches in my past. You're the one that I'm passionate with, you on my last. But I put you first, boo, with an nerve to renew my virtue. This stuff is all I pursue. Watch you curve through, shall you make them bird too? If you ever left me out, that shit would be the worst news. Seeing again, reasons to live, breathing a bit better, weaving away. Conceiving my cage, you ain't leaving my bed till we 3 or 4 deep. I don't need any legs, keep no secrets, see no regrets. With us treat you the best, I'm a fiend, cigarettes, the nicotine is your caress. Dream a picturesque, scenes of you up in a dress, keep your heart up in my chest. Why would you want me? I've been so lonely. I don't mean anything to anyone but you. Why would you want me? I've been so lonely. I don't mean anything to anyone but you.
Welcome back. Real talk. We have two guests in the studio today.
Who?
Mr. DJ P and our own family member here, part of the crew, Mr. Jerry, T-RYDE.
Rizzle. T-Rizzle.
T-Rizzle.
It's T-Rizzle. For shizzle.
For shizzle, my nizzle. Black and mizzle.
Oh my god.
Snoop Dogg changed the world.
Hey, so we touched on a lot of stuff earlier on podcast, from notary to music, and inspiring other artists and other DJs out there to start. Well, so we have a DJ in the house. He's gonna give some
everybody?
tips and advice for DJs out there.
Well, not honestly. Also with artists, man. Like the one thing I don't understand somewhat with artists is they get my DJ email, and I've never been sent music by like anybody. Like I don't get it. Like they're like, how do I send my set? And I give them my email, and now you have a DJ's email that you could send me music because I break records. I tell everybody too. I'm like, if it's good enough, I'll play it. Like it has to. I have to have a standard because I can't just play anything that you recorded anywhere because I'm playing mainstream artists that went to the $500 an hour studios, and you just recorded this in your closet, and it does not sound the same. Like I can't do that. I'm sorry.
So what would be your? So first of all, how long you been doing that?
I've only been DJing for a little over a year.
About a year. So, and you were from here in Dallas-Fort Worth area. You moved to Phoenix.
Yep.
Arizona. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22-year-old pursuing your dream, and you're out there trying to grind. So what has been your experience being like, picking up big gigs or short, small gigs or whatever it is, going from being in Fort Worth and being in Phoenix market? What's the difference and what your experiences are?
Well, the big experience is like I did a lot more weddings out here, so I played a lot more like country music out there. I'm mostly in the hip hop scene, and that's what I like to play is hip hop music. But I'll play anything. I'll DJ anywhere. Just tell me where it is, and I'm there. So
Give him his money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just give me money.
As long as you're paying, I'm there. But I was an artist first, and I've been an artist for like it feels like ever. Like I think 7 or 8 years I've been an artist. And I went to DJing just because I saw like the revenue, and also like I like doing music stuff, and if I can make money doing anything with music involved, it helps. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like working at a regular job. I like doing music. Like I'm also dabbled in engineering. I really want to get better at that. Like it's gonna take a lot more time and like actually sitting down and just doing it. But as a DJ, yeah, just right now I'm just waiting to upgrade. Right now I feel like I'm at my beginner setup, and I want to just keep upgrading my equipment and everything, and just get to that next level.
So where do you put your beats out? Like on Spotify, and where do you put your?
I don't like make beats or anything like that. Like I mostly live DJ.
Okay, live DJ. Okay.
So like, if you have a record and you want to send it to me, all you got to do is email utkdjp@gmail.com, and I will play it if it's good enough. Like I have a high standard. I have a high standard. Just
for audience out there, and also like to our TikTok audience, just so you know, we will put all the links in the bio below or the bio above. If somebody's on TikTok watching this, we will definitely put that out there for you, for our guests here, all the links. So man, that's a big transition. Did you know anybody out there in Phoenix?
Well, like I've been back and forth from out there to here, like for I think the longest time I was in Phoenix was 2.5 years, and then I came back here again.
So he used to live there, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
you used to
live
live there.
I've lived there back and forth, like. For the last few years, and I just like it out there. Like the music scene, like I said, like I love it. It's really humble and united. Like they just want to work together. They put each other on. They play each other's music. They give each other constructive criticism because sometimes they can't take it, but it is what it is. Honestly, some artists get butthurt that someone said that their music wasn't good, but they're coming at it a different way, and it's cutthroat out there. Like if you don't have good music, they'll tell you.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's it should be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have good stuff, you gotta keep on keeping on, buddy. Move on.
Yeah, you do not want yes men. You do not want yes men in your circle because trust
dangerous.
me, like yeah, especially once
What do
you
you
do
mean by
shit.
that?
People that will just say anything you do is good just because they're basically your friend, you know what I'm saying? So you might write a song that sucks ass, and then you got your homeboy around like, that song's good, but really it sucks. And then you go out and you get embarrassed because you played a song that sucks, and your homeboy could have prevented it by saying, hey man, just that ain't it, you know what I'm saying? Make a better song.
Makes a lot of sense, you know.
You can't build.
Right.
You need to know your flaws.
Exactly.
So failure is a number one success tool in my experience and most people's experience. You fail,
field.
you learn. You don't fail, you're not gonna learn anything.
Exactly.
You know, you gotta make mistakes, and then you're gonna find out. If you're out there, you're actually trying to put a product out there that needs to be perfect. Well, guess what? It's never gonna be perfect.
That's
Never gonna be
very
perfect
true.
because
And there's never a perfect time.
yeah, it's never perfect time. It's never gonna be perfect. So we will have DJ P on our next show. We're changing some stuff around, man. It's gonna be. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be awesome. But from transitioning from like being in country music to live songs and other artists playing. I do have a question for Jerry, bro.
Okay.
I did a little research on you, bro.
Okay.
So
That's
Jerry's and I've been watching your YouTube channel. I see that you're getting like a lot of views and you have a lot of following. About 3,000-4,000 people are like always checking out your video. A lot of great stuff on your video. Really great editing. Really professional. It looks high class. But man. So, you used to be a rocker?
Well,
You used to play hard rock, bro?
Yeah,
From hard rock to rap? How did you go, bro?
so basically, as a kid,
I did do some research, bro.
Yeah.
I did do some research, bro.
But I think it actually says it on the website. So
how do you go?
So
How do you go from like being a rock star to be a rapper?
So the real story is like it just happened that way. But like whenever I was like 12, 11 years old, I started a little band like at 12.
Okay.
That's crazy to hear. But yeah, we started and we used to write songs and it was like I used to live in a real small town in East Texas,
Okay.
in Pittsburgh, and I used to hang out with these two kids, and one of the kids was a drummer, and the other kid didn't really play nothing, but we gave him a bass and kind of showed him how to play it, not like play what I knew how to do on a guitar. But that was my dream, was to be like a lead singer of a band and like play guitar and sing. That was the dream. And so I'm not sure exactly where that has. So I moved back to Fort Worth, and I didn't like hip hop. I'll be completely honest. I didn't even like rap at all.
Well, I mean,
So there was-
back then.
back then. So there
hip-hop
wasn't
now because
yeah,
you're
it was
really
definitely-
good.
Yeah, it
You
was
can't be good at something if you don't love.
No, I love hip hop now.
so-
Hip hop is like hip hop's like
it's
my thing.
awesome.
I
Like
love
your
it.
music is amazing. Like
I appreciate
we
it.
were listening to it on Friday. You have great bars. Your lyrics are really good. You write really good. Your music.
you.
So anyways,
But see,
continue.
I used to write I started writing when I was like 11, 12 years old. I used to write for that little rock band. We only had like 3 or 4 songs, but I had a bunch of songs I wrote. So it was, I already had a little bit of songwriting experience when I started rapping. When I started rapping, I sucked. I mean, I cannot even explain how hard it sucked. Like, it sucked so bad. Like,
I think I'll let you out worse.
it was horrible. It was really horrible. I rapped, so, but anyways, so, I don't know exactly how I transitioned. It probably might have had something to do with smoking pot. I don't know. I started smoking pot, but I know the artist that kind of changed me in that position. So like I was into rock and roll. I was into everything from like Green Day to Slipknot, Korn, everything. That was my shit. And somehow I started listening to the Insane Clown Posse. This is where it all started switching because they're kind of on the edge. They got a rock vibe and then a hip hop vibe too. So I started listening to them, and like I started kind of listening to the rap, and then I was hanging out with people that liked them, and they were showing me other artists, and like I'd hear artists like, of course, SPM. Like everybody listened to SPM. Everybody listened to Eminem. You know, it's just
NF.
Well, NF, no, he came way later.
Yeah.
It is way later down the line.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is still like kind of in Eminem's heyday. He was still really big back then. But so I actually so because they wore the clown paint and they looked crazy, so it was real appealing. And there was this other artist somebody showed me, Tech Nine, and they just showed me the CD and they were like, "Hey, check this dude out. He's a black dude, wears face paint, like clown, is crazy." And I was like, "All right, cool, check it out." And started listening to it and I really liked it. He's like rap, like he's like super rappy. He's not like just like Migos trap rap. Like he's just rap, like tons of bars, lyrics. So I started listening to him, and it slowly just started picking up more artists into the the catalog of what I listened to. Before I knew it, I wasn't even listening to any rock and roll at all. I didn't want to be rock. Like when I was like 13, 14, it was probably 15, about 15 years old. That's when I was like, all right, I want to be a rapper. And a lot of people don't know I wrote from the time I was 15. There was probably a couple days off, but I wrote every day. Like every day I forced myself to write at least 16 bars. I wrote every day from the time I was 15 to the time I was 18 or 19 and actually recorded my first song. So I had like years of writing before I even recorded a song. And the first place I ever came was here at Session Works. It used to be down the road. And a buddy, I didn't even know nothing about the business or how to get it done or nothing. I just knew how to write. And a buddy brought me up here and we recorded a song together. And that was it. Like so expect the first time you hear yourself, especially, I had actually had a little skill by the time I recorded. Now, if I would have recorded myself at 15, it might not have been as exciting because I sucked at 15. But I already had years of writing. By the time I recorded something, it was sounding good already. So when I heard it, it was like, oh shit, this is badass.
I can do this.
Like this is badass.
I got this.
Like I can do this. Yeah. Well, when I was 15, even whenever I couldn't, I told myself right then, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I said I'm gonna do this. I don't give a fuck. Like,
and congratulations to you, man. Yeah. You're doing really good. I
appreciate it.
I have watched a lot of your stuff, and it's really, really, really good.
I'm hoping.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, you gotta check him out. I'm gonna put his link right above mine, and you gotta check his stuff out. But that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
But it tells you like anything that you actually work on, it takes years of practice and until you become really, really great.
It does.
A lot of people say your overnight success or whatnot. But
that's
most
just
people,
what people see.
Yeah.
That way they say it takes 10 years to be an overnight success.
Exactly, bro. So I mean, kudos to you, and definitely, you're doing a really great job, and you are, you're a multitasker because you do engineer, produce, and you actually write, and you actually record, and then you actually do this,
Well, I love the process.
Yeah.
Like, I truthfully some people, they only like what people think of them. Like, what I'm saying? They write, but they record stuff, but they only record stuff to be cool or whatever, So like I do it because I love it. Like I really love the process of all that. I love making the videos. And people say like they're like, oh, you should just rap. You do too much. You spend too much time doing other stuff. And it's like I don't really feel that way because I love doing all those things. Like I like recording. I like
that last video too. Like y'all don't even know the video progression of the editing.
Yeah, and we just started doing videos last year.
Yeah, and that video, like your most recent video, I was like that edit was crazy.
Yeah,
that was actually really good.
When you love the process, you can do good things.
I mean, it's a process. It takes process for everything. So DJ P, man, I have a question for you, man.
What's up?
So you were out there in Phoenix, what's the craziest thing you saw?
The craziest thing
in the club?
In the club? That's a really good question because I've seen some things out in Phoenix.
Oh.
What have you seen?
I'm trying to think of I ain't gonna lie, like out there they incorporate. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of dope. They incorporate strippers more with the hip hop community. So like randomly, like I've been to shows and then out of nowhere there's like 10 strippers there dancing. And
what?
Dude, it's a pretty good part of the job, Especially because you're the DJ. So of course they always come to me like, hey, put on some this or that. Like I don't know. I'm like, all right, just take care of me later.
Are they like part of their entourage or part of the crew?
No, it's just like promoters hire hire them more out there. I don't know why like that's more of a thing out there. Just promoters hire strippers to come dance during the show, and like they'll dance in between acts, or they'll dance to while acts. Like certain acts that have that kind of music, they'll dance.
I've always had that idea, but it's like most venues are all ages, and you know you don't want to be that guy that pays some girl to take her tits out, and then some dude brought his kid, and he's like, oh my god, he pulled my even though if it was a little boy, he'd probably be like, yeah, my son's. But you know what I'm saying? If it was a little girl, it'd be a different story.
Bro.
I think that and someone, like I was at a show in Phoenix, this is a longer time ago, and someone was beefing with somebody else, and the dude that they're beefing with was performing, he threw a water bottle at him. So the dude threw the mic at him. And then the dude starts fighting him and the DJ because the DJ's mad that he just threw his mic. So
they're like turning into like a bar brawl. Started popping up.
I was just like, all right, I'm going outside.
Don't throw my mic, bro.
I just walked outside because it's a hookah lounge. This hookah like getting knocked over, people fighting. I just walk outside. I'm like. And like that was.
You charged him? Did you charge him for like?
I don't know.
Extra equipment loss.
I just saw the dude tuck his chain in. You know what I'm saying? They got to do the chain tuck real quick, get ready for the fight.
Oh my god!
I've never seen somebody just throw a mic. So, like I guess it was reaction. Like I guess he get hit by a water bottle. He was like, throw the mic at him. If you hit the mic, hit the ground and everything.
The real mic drop.
Dude. Actually, and I've actually seen someone drop a mic at a venue, and I was like, dude, like that was like, they got kicked out of the video. They just.
Oh really? Like was he good though?
If you think that's a thing, don't do it. Like really, don't do it.
No.
Anybody starting rap, don't think like there's no mic drop does not exist. Don't do it.
Yeah, I actually got into it with the sound guy, and I wasn't trying to do a mic drop. I was trying to set the mic down on the stage because they didn't have mic stands. They had like all the mics sitting on the ground, so I just like kind of put it on the ground, and like the sound guy came up to me and like charged me up at my merch table, and he was like, "You gonna throw my mic on the ground?"
Oh my god!
Yeah.
People don't understand.
Dude, I was trying to put it down.
Did it make a loud noise? Probably that's why he thought.
It was
people think that just because you heard the mic, like trust me, you can barely move this mic and barely. Yeah, it makes it sound like you just destroyed it.
Yeah. So don't the word of advice is. You can drop mic, kids out there, but unless you get that far, don't drop it.
Or hey, just bring your own.
Or if you get whoop it, unless you have security guard and you make it, you're out there, you got your personal security. Don't do it, bro.
If you're like rock star status where you can like destroy like where they slam all the guitars on stage.
You're like, oh,
they got like 5
imagine if it was a house guitar. That would be like, oh, you're gonna slam the guitar.
I never heard you.
Have you ever done that?
Oh no.
I was like the house.
My microphones I paid for, and they're expensive. I'm not.
You're not about to break anything.
Hell no. Like $400.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
what were you saying?
All right, I lost my train of thought. I was like, I just went on my own word for a second.
Well, there you have it. That's great advice, though, man. Out there. It's a genuine advice. So, moral of the story is don't be cocky. Do your thing. Be humble. People are gonna respect you. They're not gonna respect you with your, dropping a mic or whatever. They're gonna respect you of your art, your words, with your talent. So it doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you're good, people will respect you at the end of the day.
That's facts. And I also want to say, like, with music and, like, I'm surprised I'm still saying this, but, like, we don't want to hear the beat makers tag in the beat, man. Like, I still hear it in Arizona, like, heavy. Like, no. Like, honestly, pay $20. Pay $20.
What if it's London, though?
Hey, I'm saying, like, if it's, like, a beat maker that has, like, a beat, like, as a big producer and you just have it at the beginning.
What if it's Mustard?
I'm just saying, if it's like at the beginning, it's not just through the beat, like randomly, like that's not supposed. You can tell when it's not supposed to be there, especially when they rap over it.
Yeah, whenever they just
they keep trying to rap like it's not there. Like, dude, I hear it. Hey, I don't understand it though. Like, honestly, if you can't afford the exclusive, I don't know why. I understand why you want exclusive. Like, I just want to be the only person, but just pay $20 for the cheapest, or $30 for the cheap lease, just to say that you can. It takes the tag out and you can put it on Spotify and everything.
Buy your beats.
Like, all you gotta do is buy the beat. Like, buy the cheap lease. I do sometimes. Like I can't afford the exclusive. I can't pay $400 for a beat. Sometimes like I.
Twan the beat maker.
I don't even want to. We're not going into that, Gerald. And also, if you're a beat maker, go good on your deals. That's all I'm gonna say. Go good on your deals on your website. If it says a deal, go good on it. 'Cause that's not cool, man.
Yeah, Twan the beat maker.
Yeah.
That's a shot.
That's great stuff, guys. Great stuff. So that's awesome, man. Like you guys are, I'm so glad that we're doing this podcast. Circumstances are behind it. You guys already know. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm glad we did this. How are we doing on time, guy? 10 more minutes. Okay. So what we're gonna do here? We're gonna talk for another 5 minutes.
The weather.
We're not doing any. We're not doing any weather. We're not doing any of that. This is so from the beginning. I didn't want to do any market update. We're gonna do that on our next show.
Awesome.
Joel's corner whenever Joel's here. But I wanted to give some value out there to our podcast listeners, also our YouTube audience, and if you are on YouTube. Please, it helps when you subscribe and we know that you like the show. If you have any ideas out there, please put them on the comments. I leave comments, open. Did you like anything or you didn't like anything? Just put them out there. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. It's the same. At the end of the day.
Press the like button.
Yeah, just hit
more likes than thumbs down, but
subscription.
It helps the video get seen. As long as you're clicking on something, it helps the video get seen.
Yes, please do that. We appreciate you. We thank you for doing that all the time. For ending of this, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ask T-RYDE to give us some bars for the last 5 minutes. It's gonna be like
I should have known better.
He should have known.
This is why I'm on podcast, right?
Hey.
So it's the floor is yours, T-RYDE. Take us home and take your time, and you can put your you're doing all live mic, so it's all good. Do your thing. Okay. It's all you, brother. For the rest of the time, and thank you, audience, for everything. Thank you, TikTok.
So I ain't got a beat, but I'll go ahead and which one I should do, Joe?
Let It Be Known.
That's an old one.
That is an old one.
I don't even know where I remember.
Dude, I know
Do something new that you that exclusive drop on the mic.
Okay, let's see. All right, so I ain't did this since I was in jail, but let me figure out if I can get my drum and my snare going. All right. Gotta find another way to get up out of my lane, and I ain't digging through the couch, but I'm looking for change, and I can see the silhouette up in the thick of the rain. It's like I'm running from the feelings that I got on the train. Wanna solve another problem by myself, I don't wanna do it. I've been waiting for the moment, but it's like I never choose it. Everything is feeling negative, I barely get it through it. Try to focus on the positive and give it to more. I've been stressed out, seeking the best route. Anxiety tripping, thinking people are let down. Lay up in the bed, trying to clear up my head now. Praying to the Lord, can I get my rest now? Really getting hotter just to make a fucking dollar. I gotta raise a couple dollars with the sun and be a fighter with the summer. Getting hotter, maybe wish I went a ladder just to move to Colorado and get away from the drama. I've been dealing with my darker days. I ain't really had a lot to say. I've been dealing with darker days. I ain't really had a lot to say. Take away the pain that I've been living with. I'm through with it. That's on my sanity to focus on my new mission. I can't let it get me down on me. I've been too driven. Got a lot of dreams. I'ma bring in the two.
Well, thank you, audience. Thank you. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you. Peace. And we'll catch you on the next show. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And peace.
It's peace.